So in this video, we're going to look at what a typical unit looks like. Once you log in, you're going to land up on the dashboard. And from here, I'd like you to scroll down and go to the unit that says Introduction to Moodle. And that's the unit that's going to teach you how to do this. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to just close this so that you can get an overview of this. So this is what a unit looks like. Introduction to Moodle is your unit here now. And once you come down here, you'll see these tiles. These are what we call topics. So that's how the entire unit will be organized into multiple topics. And you'll see these numbers: 1, a typical unit; 2, policies, so on and so forth. And you'll see the same topics listed on the right here as part of your navigation. That's just another way to get there. So let's go ahead and open the first topic. Let's call it typical unit. Now in here you'll see some additional tiles here, and these are what we call activities and resources. These tiles are all slightly different. So there's a little color coded bar on top that tells you that they're all different, and there's also a little text to the left top corner of each tile that tells you that it's different. So this text is a little different on all of them. So you'll see pages, page, quiz, assignment, URL, feedback. So let's look at what they are. Page and URL are typically meant to contain resources. They are there to help you with your task. Quiz is what we call a self-assessment tool or a self-evaluation tool to see if you've understood the topic before you move on to the next assignment. So we don't evaluate this. The answers are given to you then and there immediately, and it's just meant to help you know if you're ready for what comes next. Assignments are what you submit to us, and you will have tutors who will be grading it, assessing it, giving you submission comments, and giving you an overall grade. I'll be explaining more of that in a later video. Come down here. This is URL and page. I've spoken to you about it. And lastly, it's feedback. Feedback is what you give us once you're done with this topic to help us evolve. All right. So now you will notice that these two tiles are a little grayed out, and there's a little blue thing here that says restricted on both of them. And if you take your mouse over it, it will say restricted, not available unless the activity sample quiz is marked complete. So that's this activity. And here it says not available unless the activity sample assignment is marked complete. That is this activity. So this is a way for us to sequence it. So this is not going to get unlocked unless you finish this. So let's go ahead and do the sample quiz and see how that works. So I'm going to click on this, and this is a description of the quiz. It explains to you what you need to do. Don't worry about this. I've tried to quiz a few times, and that's why I'm seeing this. You're not likely to see this. So you're going to click on the button that you have. It's going to ask you a question. This is really simple. So go ahead and mark your answer and click on check. Don't forget, click on check. Okay. So now this says this is not the right answer. So I'm going to click on something else and click on it. Yes, this is the right answer. And then don't forget to click on finish attempt. And again, do not forget to click on submit all and finish. So 3 buttons: check, finish attempt, and submit all and finish. So I'm going to do that. Just one more button. So that's a lot of buttons for you to go ahead and submit. Okay, so you're going to end up in a page like this that shows you what your answer was. And I'm going to say finish review right at the bottom here to take me back to this page. So if you want, you can try this quiz again. I don't want to. I'm going to go back up here or to the right here, back to a typical unit. Now, what do you see different? You see this little icon, this green thing here that says you've completed it, and therefore this thing is now open. That blue thing here that said restricted, that's gone. The sample assignment is open. So go ahead and open that. It's another little description here that tells you what you need to do. Here you can see that this assignment asks you to write a little essay, upload a little picture, and then download a template file. So it says download a template file provided, fill it up, upload and send it back to us. So you will see a lot of this kind of activity where you're downloading something, filling it and sending it back. This is the template file right here. So go ahead and download it, and then I am going to say I'm ready for submission. Okay, so now here it gives me the description of the whole thing, the whole activity again. I have to write an essay and I have to submit some files. Now if you look up here, this little text here that says maximum size for new file 2 MB, maximum attachment 3. Sometimes when you're uploading photographs, your photographs are not going to be 2 MB and you will have to make it smaller. Now if you don't know how to make it smaller, that's okay. Right here in this task itself, you're going to see a link here that says how to resize photos on Mac. So I'm going to go ahead and open that, and you will see that there is a little guide here that says how to resize. So if you're on Windows or on Mac, it tells you there are little videos here that teach you how to do it. Where can you find this? Well, if we went back to our typical unit, you see this page here, how to resize photos. So this is where you will find this if you get confused next time. So let's go back here. I'm going to upload a submission here. So we're going to do this. We're going to upload a template. So you open the template that was sent to you. It's a Word document, as you can see, and then it asks you for a bunch of questions. So you can type in the answers. I'm not going to type in everything. I'm just going to type in a little bit of this. Copy, select the whole thing, copy. So you can see I have 2 dog details, dog 1, dog 2. Of course, this is what you're going to do. I'm going to save this. So let's go back here. So I'm going to upload a file. Okay, so we now come down here. You'll have to type in a little essay. I'm not going to type in much here, so I'm just going to put in some junk here, and then we say save changes. Great. Now this is a draft. It's not submitted. You see that there? So don't forget, most of them have multiple steps just to make sure that it doesn't get submitted by mistake. So you can go ahead and edit this further, work on it for several days, but when you're ready, do not forget you have to click on submit assignment and confirm submission, so continue. So you have to click on both. Alright, so now that you have submitted it, you can see this here. This is attempt 1. It's submitted for assessment. This needs to be graded. So I'll be telling you a little bit more about grading and feedback and things like that in a later video. But what we'll do is we'll go back here to a typical unit. So I want to show you something else here. Now see, this has gotten unlocked. So everything has been unlocked. So has the feedback. So you will go ahead and finish the feedback as well. A few things to remember here. We're not always going to have textbooks or these pages or URLs. Sometimes you have to find the answers on your own. Sometimes you're not really going to find any resources at all. So you have to figure it out and piece it together. Now, you are allowed to ask for help from other students and your seniors. So for each course, we enable this in many different ways. Now, the first thing you can do is, of course, you can use the Facebook group that we have and you can ask questions. But right here in Moodle, I'm going to close that topic and come back up here. You see Moodle Sample Unit Forum. So you're going to see a forum as part of each unit, and you can go ahead, go inside and ask any specific question, and other students or seniors or even the tutor may answer it. So this is a good way to do it because it will get archived and future students will be able to see it as well. In addition to this, we also have a Moodle phone app. So I'll be making another video on how you can use it, and you can use that to communicate as well. It's a great tool for communication. You will be also assigned mentors with who you can do one-on-one calls or Skype, and you will have a tutor too, and based on what you guys see fit, you and your tutor, you will probably have more one-on-one sessions. So that's typically how it's going to work. Why don't you at this point sort of go back to the Moodle unit and go ahead, go to the first topic and try your sample quiz, sample assignment, feedback, and once you're done with all of that, move on to the second topic, which is number 2, policies and escalations.